Hello everyone, I'm Thea from First Aid for All, and if you watched any of my other videos or my intro video, you know that I am doing this project as part of my Girl Scout Gold Award, which aims to increase public awareness of first aid, especially among children and adolescents. If you learned something in this video, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I love feedback. You can check out my website, which is linked below in the description box, and I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're going to be talking about common emergencies. So emergencies that you may see on TV or even on the news or in real life that are common and happen quite often. First, we're going to talk about heart attacks. One of the most common health issues a person in the United States can have is called heart disease. Heart disease is when a person's heart is not working properly or as well as it should be. This can make getting blood around the body very difficult, which can affect our health a lot. Some symptoms of heart disease are chest pain, swelling, and shortness of breath. Heart disease can lead to something called a heart attack, which is when the tubes that carry the blood around the body get clogged or blocked and stop blood from getting where it needs to go. Some symptoms of a heart attack are shortness of breath, chest pain, or fainting, dizziness, or an upset tummy. So the pain caused by a heart attack usually starts right under the chest, right in the sternum here. So see where I'm pointing right here? It goes straight down right there. And that's a strong bone in the middle of your chest called your sternum. The pain can radiate out to your shoulders or your arm, and usually on the left side, because that's where your heart is, on the left side. So you're more likely to have pain there. If you think someone is having a heart attack, call 911 right away, because getting them to a hospital as soon as possible is really important and can save their life. While waiting for help, just get the person laying down if they're faint or dizzy, and if the person faints and their heart stops beating, you may be asked by 911 operators to do something called CPR. While I won't be showing how to do CPR in this video, you can check out the Red Cross's page on it, and you can even get certified in CPR by the Red Cross. I will explain what it is though. CPR is when you use your hands to pump a person's heart from the outside of their body, so kind of like this, to get it beating again. It's done by pressing on their chest forcefully with your arms, well, your hands. And of course, as always, if you want to, visit the Red Cross's website and they'll give you a more detailed explanation on this. So when it comes to heart health, however, preventing it is really the best possible thing you can do. So to prevent heart disease or heart attack, it's best to eat very healthy, get exercise, and just talk to your doctor about your heart health and ask what you can do about it. Next, we're going to talk about stroke, which is another thing that happens quite often in the United States, and strokes are an extreme emergency. A stroke is when a blood clot forms in the brain. The brain controls every single little thing we do: breathing, talking, hearing, seeing, all of it. So when blood gets trapped in your brain like that, it's very, very dangerous. Because the brain is such an important organ, different parts of it control different things that we do. So your symptoms, if someone is having a stroke, kind of depends where that blood is stuck. Some symptoms, though, some more common ones that you can get when a stroke is happening, is trouble talking, walking, or even not being able to see, blindness. A lot of the time, someone that's having a stroke will only have symptoms on one side of their body, and that's because one half of the brain controls one side and the other half of the brain controls another side. So they might be able to smile only with one side of their face, or they might only be able to lift up one arm. Just things like that. So if someone is having trouble moving one side of their body, call 911 right away and tell them you think they may be having a stroke. If someone is experiencing symptoms of a stroke, anything, a very, very bad headache, muscle weakness on one side, call 911 and make sure you tell them that you think that person is having a stroke, because they will make sure the ambulance gets there as fast as possible. So fainting. I've actually fainted before. It's a very scary experience, but usually it's just something going on. It's not a super bad emergency. So like, I faint when I get my blood drawn. My mom does too. but sometimes fainting can be just really scary, so it's good to know what to do if someone faints. So fainting is just when your body temporarily goes unconscious, kind of like if you just went to sleep without wanting to go to sleep. Sometimes people faint for symptoms, for reasons, like I said, that aren't really serious, like if they're scared of doctors or needles, things like that. If signs someone is about to faint is they may seem tired or dizzy, they might get nauseous or have tunnel vision, they might lose their hearing. If someone starts to feel this way, make sure they sit down or lay down and put their legs up, because it'll make sure the blood gets to their brain and it'll make sure they don't faint. So something I like to do is when I feel like I'm gonna faint, I have my mom lay me down and she holds my legs up to make sure I don't. If someone feels faint because it's too warm out, so if they're having heat exhaustion like we talked about in one of my other videos, get them in a cool place, have them drink water, fan them, just make sure they cool down. And if someone faints and they're unconscious for more than a few minutes, it's best to get them to a hospital because it could mean something dangerous is happening. So the last thing we're going to talk about today is a foreign body in the throat. This is called choking. So when a person is eating too fast or talking while eating, they may accidentally inhale some of the food they're eating. This is called choking, like I said earlier. Choking is just when the airway is blocked by something, and it can be really dangerous because you need oxygen to survive. You need to be able to breathe to survive. If someone is choking, call 911 right away, and they might tell you to do something called the Heimlich maneuver. While I'm not going to demonstrate how to do the Heimlich maneuver in this video, you can visit the Red Cross's website and they do have information on how to do the Heimlich maneuver. I will tell you what it is though. So this is when you press on someone's stomach from behind using your hands to make a fist and do a J motion on their stomach. This helps them dislodge whatever is in their windpipe and helps them cough it up so they are no longer choking. But as always, call 911 if this is happening, and the 911 operator will tell you exactly what you need to do to help them. I hope you never need these tools, but if you did learn something, please comment something below, and I'm really happy that you watched my video. I appreciate feedback, and you can always visit my website linked in bio. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!